I really never thought that I'd say this, but being mindfulness has been my unspoken business partner. Now, I really wanted to reflect some time on the word being mindfulness. Now, what does it really mean? Now, if you were really to break this down, mindfulness means maintaining a moment by moment awareness of our thoughts, being present, being in the now. And that's not just related to your thoughts, but also your feelings, your body sensations, sensations that are, are within you, and the surrounding environment through a gentle and nurturing lens. Now, I want that to seep in. Now, quite often we see that entrepreneurs and businessmen, professionals are often told that you need to be decisive, assertive, and quick in your decision making. But honestly, if you were to ask me, this doesn't have to come at the cost of being mindfulness. Now, just reflect on that. You can be in the present, you can be in the now, and yet you can have the power over what your decision making needs to be so that you're making the right decision with the right context and thinking about the right outcomes. Now, and that's the power that all of us have within us. It's just that we don't exercise that power enough. And therefore, I just feel that one variable that can change every dimension of your life is being mindful. Now, how could you develop this habit? Now, taking a few minutes just to pause, breathe, and reset your mind can give you immense clarity in terms of your decision making. It can also help you make better decisions and then be responsible and accountable for the decisions that you make. Now, here are some scenarios which might be helpful in terms of being mindful and can also help you improve the outcomes. Number one is when making tough decisions, and this can be across the broad spectrum. Whether it's your personal life, it could be your professional life, it could be anything related to your health or your family. So, any tough decisions often requires us to take a step back, really reflect, and then be mindful before you're making the decision. The second one is when dealing with difficult clients and customers. And we have often encountered this in our day to day life. So, when you're dealing with such people, it could be anyone, it could be your superior, it could be your peers, it could be your customers, it could be your clients, it could be anyone. What you need to do is just don't hold any judgment, suspend any judgments, just be there in the moment, listen to what the person has to say, and then make a decision. And that decision you'll see coming from a point of awareness, and that gives you so much more strength and so much more power over what the outcome is going to be. So be very, very, you know, careful about the decision that you're making by being in the moment. The third one is when reevaluating your business strategy. Sometimes what happens is we often make this mistake that we put a strategy and then we want to stick to it despite the fact that it's not yielding the right results. Now, what is important is you need to have a flexible mindset, be absolutely dispassionate and detached from what you have put across, and be ready to reevaluate your strategy every now and then to see if it is working. And that's also what is known as being mindful. The fourth one is when you're feeling overwhelmed, and this can happen to most of us. As we are going through the rigors and the ups and downs of life, we will see areas that we often feel overwhelmed with. It could be any particular area in our working life, and sometimes it needs us to just take a step back and reflect. And therefore, it's very important that you do this more as a habit and more as a decision versus just doing it involuntarily. Be more voluntarily take that decision. Now, mindfulness isn't for the weak leaders. It's for those who strive to be exceptional, and when emotions run high, decision making runs low. Therefore, being mindfulness helps you to stay focused and in control. My suggestion is try it today, and you'll see a massive difference in your life and what the final outcomes are going to be. And I'm sure you'll thank me for this. Thank you so much.